let me get one thing straight. So, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. This isn't a prediction, it's not a trend. This, guys, is a slogan. It's designed to keep you poor and them rich. It's the economic version of just trust us. Let's break this down. They say, why own a car when you can Uber? Or why buy a house when you can rent? Or why build equity when you can pay subscriptions forever? You see what's happening, right? They're not saying no one will own anything. The only thing they say is that you won't. Because guess what? Someone is owning the car you Uber, and someone owns the house you're renting. Someone owns the platforms you're addicted to. So you won't own anything, but they will own everything, including you. Now they wrap it in pretty packaging, sustainability, flexibility, minimalism. Sounds good, right? But here's the truth that they don't tweet. Ownership is power, guys. It's leverage. It's how wealth is built. It's not just money. It's freedom. Because think about the rich people, You imagine we talk about Jeff Bezos. You think Jeff Bezos is really renting their home? You think BlackRock is selling off property and just living month to month? Or you think the ultra rich are subscribing to their lives like a Netflix account? Hell no. They're buying, they're accumulating, and they're using your rent to do it. So they figure it out. If they can convince an entire generation that that is freedom, that ownership is just old-fashioned, and that living in the moment means never investing in the future, then they win. This is how it is. Because think about this. You can't build wealth without owning something. You can't retire on good vibes and flexibility and your troubles and this and that. And you sure as hell can't pass down a Netflix subscription to your kids if in the future you have some. So my point is, what can we do about this? And you're probably wondering, and you're right to wonder this. What is this guy talking about? What does he know? Well, here's the thing. I'm a PhD in economics, and I've studied this system for years, and I've seen how the wealth machine really works. So here's the playbook they follow. It's nothing new. It's nothing that you haven't heard before, but it's very important that you get that into your brains. First of all, you need to buy productive assets. So stocks, real estate, boring index fund, hell, whatever. Even a vending machine business, whatever. Something that pays you while you sleep. Because you have to think about this. You can only work for 8 hours. The rest of the day, you're sleeping, you're taking care of yourself, or you're basically enjoying your free time as you should. But your money is sitting there, so your money's got the ability of generating for you during 24 hours. And you really need to get that as soon as possible. Stop blowing it all on short-term dopamine. And again, you don't need another pair of Jordans. You need assets. So save that pair of Jordans. You don't need 20 shoes. You don't need 20 dresses. You don't need 20 t-shirts. You only need 2, 3, 4, whatever you need during the day. But 20, I can assure you don't need them. So use that money to generate more money for you and buy your freedom. Second, you need to invest in skills that compound. So on your free time, try to reduce the amount of dumb scrolling you do during the day. So learn to code, learn sales, learn media, learn writing, negotiation, whatever. The kind of stuff that brings money, that's important in the future. You'll never fear being replaced by AI if you learn how to use AI to replace others. I'm not saying, for instance, that you learn coding from scratch, because this is something that AI will do for you, but you need to learn to pass on to the right prompt so that the AI is coding for you. So you need to get those skills as soon as possible. Also, think about this, okay? This is the third step. Think decades. Think about the long term, not short term dopamine. Real wealth isn't built on fear of missing out, isn't built on traveling. It's built on boring consistency. It means you need to automate your savings. You need to reinvest your wins, not use them to spend more money. You need to keep your expenses low, and you need to let time do the heavy lifting. That's basically what you need to do. So, to wrap it up, the next time that someone says, well, you'll own nothing and be happy, you automatically need to think, fuck off.